Before the betrayal, before the bullets, before the war, there was Kabir Dhaliwal, India's top agent, a man of honor, precision, and secrets. Kabir was Raw's finest. Missions were poetry when he led them. After one such op, he returned to HQ, where Colonel Sunil Luthra introduced him to a new recruit, young, fierce, physically flawless. His name was Khalid Rahmani. But there was a shadow. His father had betrayed the country, and Kabir was the one who pulled the trigger. Khalid didn't flinch. "My father was a disgrace. My mother turned him in. I'm here to clean our name." There was silence, then a nod. The mentor had found his student. Their first mission together was in Iraq. The target? Rizwan Ilyasi, a terrorist who turned children into weapons. To reach him, they needed his right-hand man, Bashir Hasib. Kabir went in first, got captured, mocked. "We broke your transmitter," they laughed. He smiled, pulled out a second one from his mouth. "You missed one." Seconds later, Khalid crashed in with a machine gun-mounted SUV. Bullets flew, dust rose. The choreography? Bollywood meets John Wick. They fought side by side, covered each other's blind spots. A bond was born, not just of duty, but of trust. Back home, Khalid's mother visited. Her eyes held years of shame. She said, "I prayed for your strength." He asked, "And for yourself?" She whispered, "Respect." It was quiet, but it echoed louder than any explosion. During training, Kabir noticed something. Khalid's right side aim was off. He considered removing him from the team. But Khalid confessed childhood trauma had damaged his vision. Bullied for being a traitor's son, punched in the eye. The scar was invisible, but real. Kabir paused, then said, "You stay." Between missions, they danced, literally. Jai Jai Shiv Shankar wasn't just a song. It was a celebration of friendship, of freedom, of abs that could deflect bullets. They laughed, they competed, they bonded. Kabir learned from Feroz Contractor that Rizwan operated like a chess master. To reach him, 4 pieces had to fall: pawn, elephant, camel, and minister. One by one, they hunted them. But something was off. Someone was leaking intel. The mole? Saurabh, a quiet teammate, efficient, dangerous. Then came Naina. She danced like the wind, performed in concerts that made hearts skip. Kabir watched her from afar, then approached, not as a lover, but as a spy. He needed her to infiltrate Feroz Contractor. She agreed, not because of duty, but because she had fallen for him. At a dinner party, she slipped into the office, downloaded secrets, but got caught. Kabir rushed in, fought through security, reached her transmitter. It blinked. She was gone. He didn't cry, but something inside him broke. Kabir and Khalid escaped to Kerala, met Aditi, an old teammate, hid the hard drive. Khalid offered a drink. "We've taken down the camel, elephant, and minister. Let's celebrate." Kabir drank and collapsed. Plot twist. Khalid wasn't Khalid. He was Saurabh. The real one had died earlier. Face surgery, identity swap. The pawn, standing right there. Kabir recovered, skydived onto a military plane, interrogated a major. "Which chess piece are you?" He said, "I am the camel. One bullet, one step closer." He tracked Saurabh to Antarctica. Saurabh handed the hard drive to Rizwan. They planned to launch a missile at India. But Kabir had planned ahead. The drink had been laced with poison, but he had taken the antidote. The hard drive? Bugged. He rerouted the missile straight back to their own ship. Cue the car chase, ice roads, explosions, 2 vehicles, 1 mission. They reached a church. Shirts revved, muscles flexed. The trailer fight scene finally landed. Kabir fought not just for the country, but for the friend he lost, for the woman who died, for the mother who prayed. He won. Saurabh fell. Rizwan eliminated. Kabir met Sunil. You're banned from India. Everyone thinks you're dead. Stay hidden. We'll call you when needed. Meanwhile, Khalid's mother received a Veer Chakra. The stain of cowardice gone. Final shot, the little girl, Khalid's daughter, laughing with Kabir. Peace at last. But peace is temporary. The world's still burning, and the man who trained heroes is about to return. War 2 begins now.
The war didn't begin with bullets. It began with a birthday party and a wolf. In the quiet city of Kamakura, Japan, a notorious gangster celebrates his 75th birthday. His compound is lavish, guarded, and oddly enough, home to a pet wolf. The guests are armed men, loyal and lethal. The mood is festive but tense. Suddenly, one of his men rushes in. "They found us," he warns. The gangster doesn't flinch. He's survived decades of bloodshed. But this time, the threat isn't just any enemy. It's Kabir Dhaliwal, the man who once served India, the man who vanished after eliminating traitors, the man who now works for the highest bidder. Kabir walks in, calm and focused. The gangster releases his wolf, but instead of attacking, the beast stays at Kabir and bows. It's a surreal moment. Danger meets destiny. Kabir moves forward. The gangster orders his men to kill him. What follows is a brutal ballet of fists, knives, and gunfire. Kabir dismantles them one by one, like a ghost with vengeance. The gangster escapes in a helicopter, but Kabir, ever the tactician, shoots the pilot midair. The chopper spirals, crashes, and the birthday ends in flames. Mission complete. Cut to Berlin. Kabir meets a woman in a dimly lit cafe. She pays him. No emotion, no gratitude, just business. Turns out, the Japanese hit wasn't personal. It was a test. Kabir is now a mercenary, a killer for hire. And this woman? She works for something far more dangerous than any government. She mentions a name, Kali. Not a person, a syndicate, the Kali Cartel. A shadow network of billionaires, warlords and political puppeteers from across South Asia, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Sri Lanka. Their goal? Control. Not just of borders, but of governments. They've already infiltrated neighboring nations. India is next. Kabir listens. No reaction. She smiles, then sprays a gas. He collapses. Meanwhile in New Delhi, at the Air Force Club, Wing Commander Kavya Luthra receives a medal for bravery. She stands tall, proud. Her father, Colonel Sunil Luthra, the Raw Chief, watches with quiet joy. Their bond is strong, their legacy unshaken. But back in the shadows, Kabir wakes up. He's in a dark chamber. Screens flicker, faces appear. Members of the Kali Cartel. They speak from China, Pakistan, Myanmar, Bangladesh. One of them, Gautam Gulati, represents India. They offer Kabir power, wealth, influence. All he has to do is prove his loyalty. A man is brought in, bound, silent. Kabir walks over, removes the cloth from his face. It's Sunil Luthra, the man who trained him, protected him, treated him like a son. Sunil stays at him. "I thought you were my son, but you betrayed the country." Kabir doesn't speak. His eyes flicker. Pain, conflict, rage. Flashback. 2 years earlier, Amsterdam. Colonel Sunil Luthra sat across from Kabir Dhaliwal. The world believed Kabir was a traitor, but only Sunil knew the truth. Kabir was undercover. His mission? Infiltrate the Kali Cartel, a syndicate of billionaires, warlords and political puppeteers from across South Asia. Their goal? Control. Not just of borders, but of governments. To reach them, Kabir had to become one of them. Forget morality, forget loyalty. Remember only one thing. India first. Sunil's voice echoed. This mission will be the most dangerous of your life. If you must kill, kill. If you must betray, betray. But never forget this is for your country. Cut to present. Kabir stands before the cartel. Sunil is bound beside him. The order is clear. Kill the Raw Chief. Prove your loyalty. Kabir hesitates. "I won't kill you. I won't let you die." But Sunil insists. "We are the only ones who know the truth. If you don't kill me, they'll kill us both. My life is a small price to pay for India." Kabir's voice trembles. "Your daughter will pay that price. I will pay it. I'm your student. I can't." Sunil interrupts. "We are soldiers. She's a soldier. You're a soldier. This is war. And in war, sacrifice is the currency." He looks Kabir in the eye. "India first. Now shoot." Kabir pulls the trigger. The man who raised him, trained him, believed in him, falls.
The cartel records the execution, sends the footage to Raw. Kavya Luthra watches the video. Her father, lifeless. The killer, Kabir. She breaks. The grief is unbearable, but the rage, unstoppable. Meanwhile, Kabir meets Gautam Gulati, the cartel's Indian representative. Gautam smiles. We have waited for someone inside Raw, someone to feed us intel. But while Sunil lived, it was impossible. Now thanks to you, we'll infiltrate Raw. He shakes Kabir's hand. Welcome to Kali. In Delhi, Sunil's funeral is held. The nation mourns. Raw appoints a new chief, Vikrant Kaul, played by Anil Kapoor. Vikrant meets Kavya. We'll find your father's killer. I'm forming a team. She doesn't hesitate. I want in. He nods. She joins the task force. Their target, Kabir. Enter Major Vikram Chelapati, played by Junior NTR. A lone wolf, a decorated officer, missions are his playground and he prefers to play alone. His introduction, a flawless operation. Precision, power, no backup needed. He joins the team. The hunt begins. In the strategy meeting, they realize Kabir has no family, but Kavya remembers someone. Years ago, during a mission, Kabir met Naina, a civilian. She died in the crossfire. But she had a daughter, Ruhi. Kabir took responsibility, raised her, loved her. Ruhi lives in Spain. If Kabir is going anywhere, it's to her, Kavya says. Raw mobilizes, heads to Spain. They're right. Kabir arrives in Spain to meet Ruhi, but he's alert. The cartel warned him Raw is coming. Kavya confronts him. A fight erupts. Blows, bullets, betrayal. Kabir escapes with Ruhi in a car. Behind him, Vikram gives chase. The streets blur, engines roar. But Kabir is Kabir. He vanishes. He takes Ruhi to India, to Khalid's house. The man who once fought beside him. The man whose mother now becomes Ruhi's guardian. Kabir leaves her there, safe, loved. Kabir returns, another mission. He shows Kabir a photo. Vilas Rao Sarang, a powerful Indian minister. If he joins us, India is ours. But he refused, so we'll send a message. 3 days from now, Sarang's wife and younger brother will fly from Singapore to India. Kill them, Gautam says. Make him understand what Kali is. Kabir nods, but something shifts. Later, Kabir uses a fake Instagram account to contact Vikram. He asks for a private meeting. The soldier and the mercenary. The hunter and the hunted. They meet. And the war begins again. Kabir knew Mauj Vikram was a disciplined man, a patriot, a loyal Roy agent. That's why he took the risk. He met him in secret and told him everything. He wasn't a traitor. He was still working for India, unofficially. The mission to kill Colonel Sunil Luthra, it was part of the plan. Sunil had agreed to die for the country. Kabir hoped Vikram would understand. More importantly, he hoped Vikram would save the innocent lives Kabir had been ordered to eliminate. He told him about Gautam Gulati's orders, about the minister's family, about the cartel's plan to infiltrate Raw. He even warned him about Vikrant Kaul, the new Raw chief, suspected to be working for Kali. Vikram listened and nodded. They made a plan. When Kabir was forced to attack the minister's family, Vikram would intervene and stop him. But on the day of the mission, everything changed. Kabir watched in horror as Vikram killed the minister's wife and brother right in front of him. Confused, shattered, betrayed. Then came the twist. Inside the plane, Vikram looked at Kabir and called him Kappu. Kabir froze. Only one person ever called him that. Raghu. His childhood friend, his brother. Kabir whispered. Raghu? Vikram smirked. You finally remember. And then, he pushed Kabir out of the plane. Kabir survived the fall, bruised, broken, but alive. He crawled into a forest and sat under the stars, haunted by memories. Flashback. Years ago, Kabir lost his parents, became an orphan, alone in the world. Then he met Raghu. Raghu was wild, strong, fearless. He taught Kabir how to fight, steal, survive. Called him Kappu, made him feel like family. Their bond grew. They were inseparable. One day they stole from a shop. The police caught them. Kabir helped Raghu escape, but later Raghu returned and surrendered just to be with his friend. They were sent to a juvenile center.
That's where Sunil Luthra entered the lives. He came from the Indian Army, offering troubled kids a second chance. He tested them, interviewed them. Kabir showed heart, patriotism, a desire to serve. Raghu, he wanted power, control. He didn't care about the country. Sunil selected Kabir, rejected Raghu, but promised to return in 6 months if Raghu changed. Kabir tried to help, offered to train him, encouraged him to prepare for the next trial, but Raghu snapped. "You learnt everything from me," he said. "Now you want to teach me?" He dreamed of ruling the country. Kabir wanted to serve it. So Raghu left, jumped the wall, vanished. Back to present. Raghu, now Major Vikram, receives a call from Gautam Gulati. The cartel knows Kabir is alive. They're furious. Gautam asks, "Why didn't you kill him?" Raghu lies. "He escaped. He's clever." Gautam warns him, "Next time, finish the job." But Raghu knows Kabir will come for him, for revenge, for justice, because it was Gautam who made Kabir kill Sunil. And Kabir never forgets. Gautam Gulati, the cartel's Indian face, floats on a luxury boat in the middle of the sea, confident, untouchable. But Kabir tracks him. A flashback reveals how during their first meeting, Kabir had secretly planted trackers around Gautam's location. Now those trackers lead him straight to the boat. Kabir boards. First, he takes down the guards. Swift, brutal, silent. Then he storms into the main cabin. Inside, Gautam is mid-call with Kali cartel's top brass. Kabir listens. The next target is India's Prime Minister. The plan? Assassinate him, then install their puppet, Minister Vilas Rao Sarang, as the new PM. With him in power, the cartel would control India. Kabir steps forward. Not while I am alive. He points a gun at Gautam's head. But before he can pull the trigger, Major Vikram, aka Raghu, arrives. He disarms Kabir, holds him down, then turns to Gautam. "Tell me something, sir. I am just as capable as Kabir. Why wasn't I chosen for your master plan?" Gautam laughs. "You're skilled, yes, but you're no Kabir. You lack the vision, the depth. You can't even comprehend our plan." Vikram's face darkens. One shot. Gautam Gulati falls. Vikram turns to Kabir. "See, Kabir, you're still a slave. I am rising. I'll take Gautam's place. I'll rule." Kabir replies, "Even if you take his seat, you'll still be beneath the cartel." Vikram smirks. "Not for long. Once I'm inside, I'll kill them too. I'll be on top." He raises his gun to kill Kabir. But Kabir presses a button on his watch. Boom! Explosions ripple across the boat. Small bombs Kabir had planted earlier. In the chaos, he escapes on a speedboat. Vikram follows, but Kabir vanishes into the waves. Back at Raw headquarters, Vikrant Kaul and Kavya Luthra receive news. Gautam Gulati is dead. Vikrant assigns Vikram to protect the Prime Minister during his upcoming trip to Davos, Switzerland. But Kabir knows the truth. Vikram is with Kali. If he is guarding the PM is in danger. Kavya reflects on her past. Years ago, she and Kabir were in love, engaged, ready to start a life together. But Kabir chose Raw, chose duty, chose India. She begged him to stay, to choose love. He chose the mission. She never forgave him. Now in the present, they meet again.
Kabir tells her everything. The truth about Sunil Luthra's death, the mission, the cartel. She listens and understands. She joins him. Together, they plan to stop Vikram. Meanwhile, Vikram meets with Kali's leaders. They officially appoint him as Gautam's replacement. He's rising fast. Kavya contacts Minister Vilas Rao Sarang, warns him. The PM is in danger. The minister invites her and Kabir to meet, but when they arrive, they're ambushed. Gunmen attack. Kabir and Kavya fight back. In the chaos, they realize the truth. Sarang is with Kali. He sent the killers. The cartel's plan is clear. Kill the PM, install Sarang. Just then, Vikrant Kaul arrives. He joins the fight. The three of them take down the attackers. Kabir realizes Vikrant isn't a traitor. He's loyal. In fact, he was the one who first warned Sunil about Kali. One attacker survives. Kabir interrogates him, learns that Vikram sent the hit squad. He tells the man to call Vikram. Lie. Say Kabir is dead. The man calls. We killed Kabir. No pain.
just like you asked. Kabir's eyes welled up. Even now, Vikram, his childhood friend, wanted him dead, but without suffering. Vikram relaxes, believes Kabir is gone. He heads to Switzerland to protect the PM. But at the last moment, Vikrant Kaul takes over the PM security. Vikram is reassigned to protect Minister Sarang. At Sarang's residence, Vikram chats casually. Then, bang! A sniper bullet hits Sarang. Another hits Vikram in the chest. Kabir from a rooftop lowers his rifle. Kabir had aimed carefully. The bullet that hit Vikram missed his heart by inches. Enough to knock him out, not enough to kill. Vikram woke up in a hospital. Bandaged, weak. Surrounded by Kali Cartel members. They weren't pleased. They said, "You failed. You let Kabir live. You lost the minister." Vikram didn't flinch. He said, "Give me 24 hours. I'll finish Kabir myself. And as for the minister, we'll buy another. Anyone can be prime minister if the price is right." He called Kabir, asked to meet. Kabir agreed. They met in a snowy wasteland. Cold winds, cold hearts. Vikram warned him. The plan to kill the PM isn't over. He is still in danger. Meanwhile, in another part of the city, an ambush hit the PM's convoy. But Kavya and Vikrant Kaul were ready. They fought back, protected the PM, saved the day. Back in the snow, Kabir and Vikram clashed. Fists, knives, fury. The fight was brutal, raw, personal. Kabir overpowered Vikram, left him bleeding, broken. But he didn't kill him. Vikram, gasping, admitted the truth. "I was wrong. You were always right." Then he revealed the final twist. He had planted a bomb inside Minister Sarang's corpse. The body was being transported in the same plane as the PM. If it exploded, the PM would die. Kabir acted fast. He contacted Kavya, warned her. She and Vikrant rushed to the plane, found the body, threw it out midair. Seconds later, boom! The sky lit up. But the plane was safe. India's Prime Minister survived. Vikram collapsed, unconscious. Kabir didn't leave him. He carried his old friend on his shoulder and walked into the night. News spread. The media buzzed. Raw Chief Vikrant Kaul addressed the nation. The attack on the PM was orchestrated by Kabir. But Major Vikram fought bravely. He saved the PM, and in doing so, gave his life. It was a lie, but a necessary one. Just like War 1, the hero was buried in silence. 9 months passed. Kabir and Vikram, both alive, both in hiding. But not idle. Together, they launched the final mission. The target, Kali Cartel. They hunted every member, every traitor, every puppet. One by one they fell. The cartel was finished. Kabir and Vikram stood side by side, brothers again. But neither could return to India. Kabir was still branded a traitor. Vikram was declared dead. Officially they didn't exist. But if the country ever needed them, they'd be there. Before parting, they made a promise. No matter the threat, no matter the enemy, we fight together. Two shadows, two legends. Mid-credit scene. Kabir meets Vikrant Kaul. They talk. No tension, no secrets. Everything is sorted. Kavya arrives. She and Kabir are together again. Love reborn. Acting credits post-credit scene. A mysterious man, played by Bobby Deol, draws a symbol on a young girl's hand. She asks, "What is this?" He replies, "Alpha, the first letter of the Greek alphabet, and the motto of our program." He continues, "Every city has a jungle, and in every jungle, only Alpha rules. You are Alpha." The screen fades. The word Alpha appears. Behind it, the same symbol. And so ends War 2. But the jungle is calling, and Alpha is coming. But until then, you can subscribe